The BRICS summit in Kazan marked the collapse of a world based on sanctions. The organization has literally become a center of attraction for states advocating for equal economic relations. The balance is shifting eastward at an accelerated pace. At the same time, it's important to understand that BRICS is only at the beginning of its journey, with a colossal amount of work ahead. To some extent, for us, for the Republic of Belarus, this is a significant window of opportunity and consequently responsibility. By becoming a BRICS partner, we find ourselves at the origins of the organization's development and have the opportunity to influence the foundational principles being laid for the future union. And here, I completely agree with the position voiced by Oleg Romanov in the Editors Club.
To be frank, right now it's still more of a club of interests. Indeed, the relationships between BRICS countries and members are mostly bilateral, while a unified BRICS policy is not yet strongly expressed. But what was important at the summit in Kazan was that it was declared and initiated, or even continued, the movement towards a full-fledged integration structure. Specifically, it was announced that a grain exchange is being prepared. A system of financial settlements between countries is being prepared, along with other institutional structures that will allow this bloc to truly act as a unified force in the world.
That's indeed the case. And today, BRICS is more like the G7 than, for example, the Union State of Russia and Belarus. That's if we measure it in more familiar terms. And the initiatives that Oleg Alexandrovich emphasizes frame BRICS with unified collective bodies through which a coordinated position can be promoted. These are the first steps towards closer cooperation and union. BRICS has its own stance on global trends in international politics, as noted by one of Ukraine's top political analysts, Ruslan Bortnik.
The scope of issues covered is enormous. Enormous, with a very pronounced geopolitical component. Because BRICS is already taking the right to express its opinion and position, regulating issues from space to ecology and artificial intelligence. From the situation in Syria and Gaza to international trade, sanctions, and sports competitions. Such a comprehensive geopolitical set of issues in the BRICS resolution indicates that the organization's ambition is truly global.
I partially disagree with Ruslan's wording. It's more about being heard. BRICS countries don't aim to dominate or impose their will. It's more about the desire to be heard, as the prolonged existence of a unipolar world has created a certain hunger and demand for justice. The decline of the West allows alternative positions to be voiced on a range of issues. Here, Ruslan is absolutely right. It's important to understand that the dominance of the Anglo-Saxon world was based on three pillars: military force, sanctions, and technology. Russia challenged this and demonstrated that American military force has alternatives, and wielding it with impunity is no longer possible. Switching to national currencies in mutual settlements has shaken the dollar's hegemony and shown that sanctions can be freely bypassed. Regarding technology, the West remains a leader, buying up talent worldwide. But trends are increasingly being set in the East. And here in Belarus, we have something to bring to the BRICS table. Belarus's strengths were highlighted by Alexander Lukashenko at the summit.
A key factor in the successful development of our sovereign state is strong scientific schools. Priorities include energy-efficient technologies, nanomaterials, new energy sources, industrial biotechnology, medicine, and IT. Belarus has developed competencies in the aerospace field and is ready to contribute to the BRICS Satellite Systems Initiative and Future Space Research Consortium.
If the Belarusian leader traditionally looks beyond the horizon and operates with strategic planning categories, I suggest looking at what has already been achieved and what makes Belarus attractive to BRICS. Firstly, the National Biotechnology Corporation allows us to occupy our niche in the emerging BRICS grain exchange. Secondly, The nuclear power plant opens up opportunities for us to work within the BRICS Peaceful Atom platform. Here's what analyst Sergei Pereslagin says about this.
The peaceful atom is more complex than the military one and requires much greater effort. So, of course, the next step here will be the creation of a unified, networked, rather than centralized BRICS energy system, ensuring its development through the preferential development of nuclear energy. And as we discussed, the sixth technological wave, with artificial intelligence at its core, will require doubling energy production.
In this case, the creation of a unified BRICS energy system can rely on the experience of Russia and Belarus. An integrated electricity market is already forming between the two countries. Vladimir Putin signed the corresponding order. In the future, it will be a matter of scaling this experience to the BRICS level. On the transformation of international relations, Andrei Sych in the screenshot section.